In a kingdom long ago, there was a young prince named Eric who was fascinated by magic. He spent all his time reading books about wizards and magical creatures, dreaming of one day becoming a great magician himself. One day, Eric heard about a magical crystal that had been discovered in a nearby forest. Legend had it that the crystal had the power to grant any wish, and Eric knew that he had to find it. He set out on his journey, traveling deep into the forest, dodging traps and fighting off fierce creatures. Finally, he came across the crystal, nestled in a clearing. As Eric reached out to touch the crystal, a bright light surrounded him, and he felt a surge of magic flowing through his veins. He wished to become the greatest magician in the world, and the crystal granted his wish. Over the next few years, Eric became known throughout the kingdom as a powerful wizard. He performed incredible feats of magic, such as turning stones into gold and making people disappear and reappear at will. But despite his fame and success, Eric remained humble and kind. He used his magic to help people in need, healing the sick and solving problems that seemed impossible to solve. One day, Eric realized that the magic he had been granted by the crystal was not the most important thing in his life. What mattered most to him was the people he had helped and the happiness he had brought to them. So, he took the crystal and returned it to its place in the forest. He knew that he didn't need it anymore, and he wanted to make sure that no one else would be tempted by its power and misuse it. From that day on, Eric continued to use his magic to help people, but he did so without the aid of the crystal. He lived a long and happy life, and when he passed away, he was remembered as one of the greatest magicians the kingdom had ever known.